little fox.
Cinderella, Episode 5, A Visitor. Cinderella felt awful. Her stepsisters were at the fancy ball. But she was home alone. I wish I could go to the ball. Cinderella wiped away her tears. I must not feel sorry for myself, she said. I have lots of work to do. Cinderella got a rag and a bucket. She got down on her hands and knees, and she began to scrub. Cinderella heard something. What was that? She thought. She went outside. There was a small woman at the fountain. She had sparkling wings.
Oops,
She said.
I'm all wet.
Cinderella gasped. Who are you?
I'm your fairy godmother,
The woman said. She stood up and flapped her wings. The fairy flew over to Cinderella.
I'm here to check on you.
She said.
I wanted to make sure you're okay.
Cinderella stared in surprise. Suddenly, she burst into tears.
My dear,
The fairy said.
what's wrong? Tell me.
I'm not okay, Cinderella said. My life is terrible. I work and work and work, and tonight...
You want to go to the ball.
The fairy said. Cinderella sniffed. Yes, but... The fairy smiled brightly.
Then you will go.
Cinderella, Episode 6, A Wish Comes True. Cinderella stared at her fairy godmother. Really? I can go to the ball? Godmother nodded.
Yes. Run to the garden and bring me a pumpkin.
A pumpkin? Cinderella went to the garden. She found a nice pumpkin and ran back. Here! Cinderella set the pumpkin in front of Godmother. Godmother tapped it with her wand. Zap! The pumpkin was now a golden coach.
Next, we need some horses.
Godmother said. I'll find some mice, Cinderella said. Godmother counted.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Zap! The mice turned into a team of horses. Godmother looked around.
Who will drive the golden coach?
There are rats in the cellar, Cinderella said.
Perfect.
Godmother replied.
Bring me one.
Zap! Soon a jolly driver with whiskers stood there. Zap! Zap! Two lizards became handsome servants. Godmother smiled.
Your coach is ready, my dear.
But Cinderella pointed at her clothes. The fairy touched her lightly with the wand. Zap! Cinderella's ugly rags were gone. Now she wore a beautiful gown with sparkling jewels. And on her feet, Cinderella wore the prettiest glass shoes in the world. She climbed into the coach. Goodbye, Godmother! I'm off to the ball! Cinderella. Episode 7, The Princess Arrives. The golden coach started down the road.
Wait!
Godmother called. The coach stopped. Cinderella looked back. What is it?
You must obey one rule tonight.
Godmother said.
You must leave the ball by midnight, or...
Yes? Cinderella asked.
Poof!
Godmother said.
Your golden coach will disappear. Your clothes will turn back into rags.
Cinderella nodded. I promise, Godmother. I will leave the ball by midnight. The horses took off again. Thank you, Cinderella called. At the ball, the prince danced with many fine ladies. One fine lady talked too much. One fine lady danced too fast. One fine lady stepped on his toes.
This is boring,
The prince thought. He went outside and sighed. There were many fine ladies at the ball, but he didn't want to marry any of them. Just then, the prince spotted something. A golden coach was coming.
Who's that?
He said.
It looks like a beautiful princess.
The golden coach arrived at the palace. Cinderella saw a handsome young man. The prince, she whispered. The prince rushed down the steps.
Hello.
He said softly. He bowed and took Cinderella's hand. The prince and Cinderella entered the ballroom. Everyone hushed.
Who is that?
They whispered.
Who is that beautiful princess?